Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to the Inspire Radio podcast. My name is Russ Warren. I'm an author, speaker, and online coach, and the goal of this podcast is to encourage you to live an inspired life. We need more people to live inspired. We have enough uninspired people out there. We want to live an inspired life, to make a difference, to personally grow in every area of life. This is episode 16 of Inspire Radio Podcast. Got a little man with me. Yes, sir. He wants Buzz Lightyear, he says. And Buzz is in your hand, buddy. Here you go. Hey, what's up? Hey, thanks for tagging along with me and Buddy as we head to school every morning. So if you've been listening for any length of time, you know that sometimes he butts in, and that's okay with me because I'm teaching him to bring value to the world and try to inspire the world to be better than they already are. And plus, he gets to hear the message every day too. And so today, really, I'm talking about commitment. How bad do you really want it? Yesterday, talked about vision on the podcast. But today, it's really about, like, how big is your vision? How bad do you really want it? So many people say they want something, but their life doesn't line up with what they say they want, right? And so, commitment, you know, sometimes you just need to make a commitment and then figure the rest out later. Yeah, buddy, it's a podcast. He keeps saying podcast. He loves the podcast. I don't know why. He loves saying the word podcast. And so, sometimes you just got to commit and then figure it out. Like, just decide, I'm going to get in shape and then figure out what that looks like for you. But you got to make that decision, and then you figure out the direction that you're going to go with that decision, right? It's not always easy. It's not always perfect. In fact, it never is. It's not always sunshine and rainbows, as they say. But you just make a commitment, and then you figure it out. You're like, I'm going to commit myself to this one woman in my marriage. What does that look like? I don't know, but I'm going to commit to her, and then I'm going to figure it out, and I'm going to stay committed to her, right? Is it always easy? Are there arguments? Are there issues at times? Are there disagreements? Of course, but you're committed, and so each one of you knows that you're committed, and so it makes the marriage better. In athletics or in academics, you commit to making the grades, and then you say, I got to figure out what I got to do. Once you make that commitment to yourself, if you don't do what it takes to get the grades, then you're only letting yourself down, right? That's where confidence comes from. Confidence comes from staying true to you, from keeping the promises you make to you. That's where confidence comes from. And so when you commit to something, you're putting it in your brain that you're going to do something. And when you don't do it, it's only going to hurt you. It only hurts your confidence. It only hurts your self-esteem and self-worth because you're not keeping the promise you made to yourself. That's why a lot of people are scared to death of the word commitment and scared to commit because they can't keep the promises they make to themselves on anything else. So why would they make another commitment to themselves that they're not going to keep, right? And so today, go out, figure out what things do you need to commit to. Like, how far out of shape are you? How bad do you really want to get in shape? Well, make a commitment and then figure it out from there. Maybe the decisions that follow that decision to commit are going to be things like get a gym membership. Get a treadmill, take a walk around the neighborhood every day, whatever those little small decisions are that follow the big decision, you got to make the big decision first. You got to just decide, right? And so be committed today. Figure out the small decisions, the small commitments that come along with the big commitment, but it starts with the big commitment. Most people say they want something, but they're just kind of table talk, right? They're not really big talk. So think big, talk big, but then you got to act big, commit big, okay? You're awesome. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.